Do you ever just want to break your wedge in half? I know that feeling. You have a half wedge to the green and you hit it terrible and you just want to break your wedge in half? Well, not anymore. Today's video is all about the half wedge and how to hit the half wedge. I'm going to show you how to set up to it. I'm going to show you how to swing it, and I'm going to show you how to control distance so that you can turn 3 shots into 2 more frequently from further out, not just green side, but from further out. Did you know that most amateurs lose most of their shots between 50 and 125? Not anymore. I'm about to make you lethal from that range. Let's get into the half wedge. Hi, my name is Greg Jones and welcome to the channel Finish First. We call it Finish First because that's what we do around here. And one of the reasons we finish first is we have great wedges. It's a non-negotiable. If you're a competitive player and you want to finish first, we're going to have solid wedge games. So welcome back to the channel, and if you like this video, I know it's going to help you. I am certain it's going to help you turn 3 shots into 2 and blast shots off your score, and if so, please consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me, and it encourages me to come out on even nasty days like today to deliver you great content. All right, let's get into this half wedge. I'm going to hit some for you, and as I'm hitting them, I'm just going to talk it out, everything that's going on with this half wedge. And I think the first thing I want you to remember is that half wedge doesn't mean half distance, it means half swing. We're just going to make a half swing. So what's a half swing? A half swing is when the left arm is parallel to the ground, or 9 o'clock. For those of you who like the clock system, I'm a big proponent of the clock system. I like it a lot because it's pretty reliable. All right, so what's going on here? I'm going to set up to this golf ball, and since I'm not making a full swing, I don't need a full stance. So if this would be my normal 8-iron or 6-iron width, I'm going to cut the stance width down in half. So I don't need a full stance to hit a half wedge. And so I'm just going to swing my left arm to 9 o'clock and go. All right, there's one. And so what's also going on with my feet is I'm cheating them a little towards the target. And I do that because I'm making less than a full backswing. And by cheating my feet towards the target, it's going to make it easier for me to finish full. And we'll get into the finish in just a minute. So here's another one. I got my feet cheated, half width, 9 o'clock. And then right before I take it away, if you were playing with me, you probably wouldn't notice this unless I told you. But you see this little move right there? Just that little bitty lean forward. That's to get my weight in front so I have a better chance of a downward blow and striking the ball first. I want my weight a little left. Halfway back and go. So now I want to talk about the rhythm of this swing. The rhythm of this swing is just your normal swing rhythm. You don't need to get slammy with it. You don't need to get real hitty with it. Just take what it gives you, just your normal swing rhythm. And sometimes people try to slam their wedges and they go too far. And a nice finish there. All right. So weight forward. Ball is about middle stance here. And as I set up to it, you'll see my shaft lean is pointed right at the logo of my shirt here. I'm not way out front. I'm certainly not straight up and down. Just nice normal shaft lean right there going at your logo. Halfway back and take what it gives you. And a nice full finish right there. All right. So the great thing about the clock system is it's reliable, and clock system, it's systematic. And so I can pretty much take 5 years off and put my left arm right here every day, every time. And then a nice full finish again. Now let's talk about this full finish. I told you I'd talk about that full finish. The reason I believe in the full finish so much was because it's normal, it's your natural swing, it's your natural finish, and the full finish kind of adds a little loft to the shot, so it's a softer landing shot, but also it's very reliable, and here's why. You'll see some folks teach it halfway back to halfway through, and if I'm coming to a very abrupt stop right here, I'm probably changing speeds from time to time down here around the ball, like, hey, before you stop, you got to slow down, right? Well, we don't want to decelerate. Halfway back and and go to the finish. All right, so I like the full finish. Here's another way to demonstrate that. I'm gonna put my right hand behind my back and take this left arm to 9 o'clock and watch this. See where it wants to go? Remember the hitchhiker position? That's where it wants to go. Well, what that's gonna do, that's going to ensure that my miles per hour, my club head speed is consistent. And if I stopped right here, I'm probably slowing down, or I might be accidentally adding too much speed. And sometimes I see wedge swings that look too much like an iron swing. You know, I could take it back to 9 o'clock and slam it. This shot's gonna go about 70 to 72 yards every single day. But if I wanted to, I could take it back to 9 o'clock and slam it about 85 or 90. Well, that's not reliable. That's not gonna hold up day to day. So here we go again. Left arm to 9 o'clock, a little knee lean right there, halfway back and finish. And that's a nice soft landing shot right there. Halfway back, knee lean, take what it gives you. Now the other thing that's pretty important here, let's talk about the swing and the pivot and all that. I am not purposely using my hip turn here. It's not a purposeful hip turn. My hips are moving relative to the arm swing. The arm swing is dictating how much my hips move. So I don't purposely want to turn my hips a lot here. It's not necessary. I'm just going to swing my arms and let my hips support that arm swing. See, not a whole lot of backswing hip turn there. Another thing that's going on right here is I'm going to stay really connected between this upper left arm and my chest. I'm going to stay really connected right here because I don't want my arms flying away from me. Another nice one. And if you think about this 9 o'clock swing, to me it's just a hinge. Once I fully hinge, the 9 o'clock swing is built. You know the L swing? A lot of folks talk about the L swing or the L position. There's the L right there. So if I just get my L built, I'm done with my 9 o'clock swing and then just take what it gives me. If you can master this one, you've already got stock numbers for your full wedges. This club, my 56-degree wedge, full is about 98 yards. And I rarely hit a full wedge, but if I had to, it'd go about 98 yards. But now I've got a new stock number. I've got a new stock number right here at left arm parallel at 9 o'clock. And I like that because it's systematic and I can do it every day. I truly think I could take 5 years off and just stick my left hand right there every time. And those that like set targets out, like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, trying to hit targets and get the feel for those numbers, feelings are fleeting. Your feelings are fleeting and they're from day to day, moment to moment. They're not very reliable. We want systematic. So here we go again. Little knee lean. Left arm to 9 o'clock and take it. There's a good one. All right, so I don't think I've left anything out. A lot of really, really good points here for you. I think the most important thing is to master this little 9 o'clock swing without slamming it and just take what it gives you. All right, we're getting ready to go take a peek. Hey, it's a rainy day, but I'm dedicated to bringing you this video. We're gonna walk out here in the rain and take a look at this collection of balls. As a matter of fact, I'll show it to you from here, but there they are out there in the middle of our farm green. And I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna go out there and check it out. There they are. So I got one that I slid under a little bit right here, but you can see the majority of my balls are right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my rangefinder and shoot it right back to my shag bag. And I got right at 69, 70 yards, which for a rainy day is about right. So there you can see, I took you with me. That was raw. No warm-ups. We're actually closed today, so I didn't get a chance to practice. That is raw. That is right from the hip, shooting straight from the hip. And that's what I mean, that this is systematic. You can count on this. I can count on this left arm going there every single time, and trying to guess how far to hit it with feel is very fleeting, and it's not very reliable, and it is not systematic. So I shot that ball right back here to my shag bag. I went right in the middle of those balls, shot it back to my shag bag, and I'm right at 70. Well, it's kind of a wet, rainy day, and so maybe a yard or two. Typically, it's exactly 71 every single day, and it's been that way for many years. And as long as the loft on that wedge stays the same, it's gonna go that far every single day. All right, now it's time to find out the truth. So I've got my stick on a disc sitting out there at exactly 70. I've had a chance to work on it a few times while I was telling you how to do it. So now we're gonna see how close I can come to hitting my number. Oh my gosh, I hit the disc on the first one, and it kicked it way off, but it hit the disc. So now you're going to get to see some live. This is first take. No messing around here. Pretty close again. Good high finish. Left arm to parallel. There's another good one. That might hit the disc again. Pretty close. There's 5. And if I can make a 5-footer, I'd be 4 for 4 getting this up and down right now from 70 yards. I got under that one a little bit. It's going to be a little short. Get up. Missed it just a little bit. That's all right. There's another good one. This really works. It's systematic. It's not guessing. There's no guessing here. All I got to do is put my left hand right back there at 9 o'clock and let it go. There's a nice one too. All right, so you're going to see that yes, this works. You want to make this systematic. No guessing, no feelings. Don't trust your feelings. They're fleeting. Look at that proximity right there. Pretty incredible. Pretty proud of it. I got one way out to the side because it hit the disc. Hey, let me say this too. When you go to check your numbers, now I'm inside hitting off a mat, but I'm using my rangefinder that I play with, because that's telling me the distance. If you try to gap your wedges from a mat with a launch monitor, be careful, because most of the launch monitors use spin in the algorithm, and sometimes the mat will take spin off the golf ball. Sometimes it'll low spin it. It won't spin enough in the algorithm. And it'll tell you that it went really far. Like it might tell you it just went 95 yards, but in fact you saw it hit at 70. So if you're gonna gap your wedges with your rangefinder, or if you're gonna use the launch monitor, make sure you're off the grass with your golf balls. One more just for fun. Come on, let's hit the disc again. Oh, maybe a little left. Pretty close. All right. So here's the beauty of learning that half swing. I've got 4 wedges, and with one swing, I get 4 more numbers. I get 4 more stock numbers. And so with that sand wedge a while ago, I'm 71 with that 9 o'clock swing or that half wedge. With my lob wedge, I'm 47. Gap wedge, 88. Pitching wedge, 111. So now I've got 4 more numbers other than my full swings. Well, guess what? What if I grip down an inch? What if I grip down a little bit? And when I grip down, it takes 4 or 5 yards out of each one of these numbers. So now I don't have 4 numbers, I have 8 numbers off of one swing. So now I've got 8 numbers, and anytime I see those 8 numbers, if I shoot my rangefinder and I see something pretty close to one of those numbers, I'm licking my chops. I'm reading the break because I'm about to make this joker right from the fairway. And that's how good I want you to get. And if you'll master that 9 o'clock or that half swing, you can get really, really good, hit it closer to the hole. The closer you hit it, the better chance you have of turning 3 shots into 2.